Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm about to give y'all a really quick review of the challenge. I know I'm late. Last night, I'm sure a lot of you all tuned in live. We went me, Charles, Drew from Angel Cake Entertainment. We went live. We discussed episodes 9 through 12. We had a good time. You know, whenever we get together and talk about our fantasy teams, we have a really good time talking about the challenge. So that's why the review is late. But this past episode, I'm doing it for consistency. It was nothing but the ending, a 1.5 hour ending of episode 11. Like, nothing exciting went on. The episode opened with the security breach. And you know, I thought Tori, Teresa, somebody was coming back. Because the last time we had a security breach, somebody came back. That's when Ashley came back. So I'm like, okay, Lolo quits. Tori comes back. Going forward, the super trailers mean nothing. It's so much that we have not seen in these super trailers that they put out. And it's like we're waiting for that moment to happen. So you'd be like, oh, well, so-and-so not going to leave because this moment hasn't happened. You can't go by that anymore. Like, I told myself, Angie, if you see the super trailer, it happened, but it's probably not going to be a part of the season. You can't rely on it. So I just knew Tori was coming back, but no Tori. It's a double eviction. I feel like production, y'all showing y'all slip a little bit. This was too much power for CT. Too much power for CT. CT and Big T as well, but really CT. As the double agents, the house already voted in Devin and Gabby. CT got to choose someone else to go in against Devin and Gabby, plus say he didn't want to get his gold score. We know he's going to get his gold score. He gets to throw in 2 more couples. And TJ just, it was very clear that it was going to be a double male elimination. 2 men are getting ready to go home. So what does CT do? He's cool with Devin. He looks at Devin and he's like, Devin, who you want? Devin picks Darrell. So, when you look at who's left, Corey is rogue, Nam is rogue, so he can't pick them. I don't think he would have picked them anyway. I think Devin saw this challenge and wanted someone as close to his build as he could get. Josh is a big guy. To me, if I was Devin, I would have picked Josh. That way, at least you could beat Josh at the puzzle. But he picks Darrell. I really don't know why he picks Darrell. I personally would have picked Josh. I felt like Devin would have had his best opportunity to beat Josh and then force CT. Friend or not, it's $1 million. You want $1 million or you want CT to get $1 million? Like, I would have forced CT to have to call out Fessy or Leroy or Kyle. Let CT go down there and beat Kyle, But it is what it is. Devin goes against Darrell. And it was ultimately CT's choice. CT just allowed Devin to call out. And I feel like even if, say, Devin would have called out Josh, CT would have just chose Josh for himself anyway. I don't know. But then CT got to tell TJ, I'm coming down there to get my skull, and he calls out the goof, which is Josh. This the same elimination that Cam and Ashley did, except for instead of hooking something onto the pole, they're knocking their puzzle pieces down, and they have to solve a puzzle at the end. Darrell and Devin's was the most entertaining because at least it was close. CT washed Josh. Like, Josh was still up there fooling around with his last puzzle piece. If you watched the live last night, a little bit of a spoiler behind the scenes is that Josh said his harness got messed up and he didn't have time to reset. But even if they would have stopped the challenge to let Josh reset, CT was still finished with the puzzle, so he would have lost anyway. it is what it is. The two people that get on my last nerve the most, Devin and Josh, are gone. Good. Bye. You know, Josh didn't really deserve his ghost goal anyway. Like, you took out Michi. And Devin, West gave you that ghost goal. So, bye. You know, see you next season. Because you know they're going to be back. They need some people to argue. They're going to be back. The most dramatic part of it is now we have to do the partner pick. I said this many seasons ago that CT was going to drop Big T so fast. And he was going to be like, give me Cam. I want Cam. Cam is Cam. I knew CT was going to do that before I even saw it. Go back and watch reviews. Y'all know I said it. And when you actually see it on television, it was very rude. He didn't have to... Hey, my son just got home from work. But he didn't have to... The theatrics of it, yes. In CT's mind, he probably thought he was making good TV. But it was rude. It went on 10 seconds too long. Like, if he would have been like, give me Cam, fuck you, Kyle, give me Cam. And would have calmed down after the first give me Cam. He could have did that about 2 or 3 times and then calmed down and be like, I'm sorry, Big T. You know, thank you for being a great partner, but I really want to win this thing with Cam. Cool. But CT, it was just a jerk move. It was a jerk. He was being an asshole. His whole apology was all asshole-ish. So let's get to it. So Darrell keeps Amber B. Who goes next? Kyle picks Nani. Corey picks Gabby. And Nam is left with Big T. So Big T, you really can't be that upset that CT don't want to run the final with you. You were still picked last. It's not like Ariel's like, ooh, Big T was on the swim team and won this swimming competition. You ain't see Darrell switch for you. I mean, you were still picked dead last. So it is what it is, girl. I mean, it is what it is. So the rest of the episode is just Big T soaking, pissed off, her feelings are hurt, her spirit is broken. Woo, woo, woo. We didn't have to see it because the crater was over in 30 minutes. We did not have to see an hour of Big T crying over the way she was dumped as a partner. And we did not have to see an hour of Nam laying on his back, going to the hospital just so at the end of the game, he's no longer medically cleared when we seen him hurt his back 3 challenges ago. I'm telling you, y'all wasting our time. I feel like the challenge, I really feel like the way these last few episodes are so boring, I don't think the episodes are going to get any better. I feel like just hurry up and instead of y'all dragging this out, just hurry up and get me to not the finale, but the final. I want to see if Leroy and Cam can do this or not. Neither one of them are on my fantasy team, but I'm still rooting for them. Can Leroy and Cam pull it out? That's all I really want to see. Big T and what's his name? CT have a conversation. CT attempts to apologize, and I felt like he was being sincere, but the conversation flipped because Big T said, you're a liar. And CT was like, you're not going to ruin my character. I'm like, CT, we seen you be worse than a liar on this show. So calm down. And he was like, I didn't lie. I broke a promise. And I'm like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you promise somebody something and you break it, you lied. Because you promised her, you lied on your promise. I mean, we're not going to play semantics with a lie over a broken promise. CT, if you lied or broke a promise, ain't either one gonna change the reputation you already have for this game. You are a challenge winner, a vet. You'll probably be back next season. I don't think it's gonna affect your game in any way. I don't see Big T ever having the kind of pull to get you out like how people pull to get bananas out. You know, so it is what it is, and that's all there is to talk about. Now, the only thing that I thought was interesting is on the after show, Nam said that CT was going around the house telling everybody he wanted them to be, he was switching partners. And so everybody was like, well, why didn't anybody tell Big T if everybody knew CT was switching partners? And Nam said CT told him that he was going to take Lolo off of his hands. Like, if he wins this elimination, he's going to pick Lolo. The only reason that's interesting to me is because if I don't see Lolo quitting, if she in the horizon sees herself being partnered with CT. I just don't see Lolo quitting the game. I don't know. It's something behind this. Lolo all on Twitter talking about she was forced to quit versus she was going to go to the Olympics. Like, I don't know. All I know is, Lolo, I like you. I think you're a great competitor. I just don't think you're built for the actual challenge. Like, you can do a little challenge versus stars, a little celebrity Big Brother, but the actual season of the challenge and have to be treated like everybody else, I don't think you're built for it. And I don't think you should be invited back, because I don't want people to keep coming back just so they can keep quitting. Say it what I see it. And that's it. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you want a more deeper dive into our fantasy teams, and just, we talked for an hour and 40 something minutes. We had a really great conversation talking about where we think the challenge is going to go going forward. Check out the video. It should be right before this one. It's a live stream with me, Charles, and Drew. And we just had a good conversation. I don't feel like repeating everything I said last night on the live. And the episode just wasn't that good to me. And I needed to pick up. I needed to either somebody to do a good game move, or just go ahead and show me the final. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay, for some reason it stopped recording, but go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I have finally figured out how to watch Big Brother Canada. I am going to be reviewing. I'm very excited about the season. I'm probably going to do a video about that next. So go ahead and subscribe. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about the challenge. I probably will review the All-Stars that's on Paramount Plus, only because y'all know I said I'm not getting no more streaming. But my CBS All Access that's hooked in with my Amazon Prime rolled into Paramount Plus, so I don't have to pay any extra money. So if I can watch it on one of these streamings that I already have, I will review All Stars, because I am excited to see who all is coming back and just what they're going to do over there too. So like, comment, share. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.